Problema'y isayaw, sayaw, sayaw, sayaw. Problema.
Before I recognize Senate President Gatchalian and thereafter Senator Erwin Tulfo, may I remind Attorney Narvasa that your 5 minutes, you will be given your 5 minutes after the questions of the senator judges and before we recognize the counsel for the prosecutor for his redirect. Senate President Gatchalian is recognized.
Thank you, Honor.
may proceed, sir. You have 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr.
May I be
Presiding
clarified?
Officer.
I believe that we would do it after recross. So
I heard cross.
sorry,
After
Your
we
Honor.
cross.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor.
Better for us.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. I just have a few questions, clarificatory questions. Narinig ko ho kanina ginong testigo na nasabi niyo may 40 media personalities doon sa press con. Tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero ang inyong inimbitahan, 6 lang.
Yes, Your Honor.
Bakit 6 lang?
The 40, we see the number of participants, but the number of person who asked the Vice President during that time, it's limited. And we consider who we sure that is present during that time, Your Honor.
Meron bang kayong criteria kung paano pipiliin itong mga media personalities or kung sino lang ang nagtanong? Kasi kahit hindi ka naman magtatanong, nandoon ka naman, naririnig mo yung mga diskusyon, meron ba kayong mga criteria kung paano pumipili ng media personalities?
Yung sure po namin na present during that time, kasi kapag hindi po kasi kayo nagtanong, hindi po magpa-pop up yung mukha nyo tsaka yung pangalan nyo.
Okay. At itong mga 6 na sinupinan ninyo, ano yung kanyang common statement na ibinigay?
Kinonfirm po nila na present sila during the November 23, 2024 press conference, and yung utterance po ni Vice President narinig po nila.
Okay, I believe ilan dito sa mga personalities ay ipapatawag rin. So tatalon ako sa ibang topic. Nakita ko kanina itong tungkol sa MaxCore Interventures at nakita ko kanina pinakita yung Articles of Incorporation, mukha siyang supplier ng equipment. Ngayon, nasabi rin na doon ka nag-training for 2 weeks. Sino nagbayad ng training?
Sir, the training is included in the procurement of digital forensic tools. In the procurement document, it ni-require po si MaxCore na mag-provide po ng training included in the equipment, sir.
Yung paggamit ng equipment.
Tsaka yung yung process po ng digital forensic as a whole.
Yung kanya lang pag sila ba ay 'di ba sa mga IT, let's say Oracle, alam natin kilala yan pagdating sa IT. Si MaxCore ba ay kilala pagdating sa digital forensic training? Kasi pag nakita ko kanina talagang supplier sila, but are they a well-known or internationally renowned training organization?
It's not the MaxCore itself, but it's the trainer that they provide, sir, that is capable in training us, sir.
Itong trainer na ito, certified siya in this type of technology?
Yes, sir. The trainer has a lot of certifications in relation to digital forensics, sir.
Can you name a few certification na meron itong trainer na ito?
I can't remember,
Let's
sir.
say Oracle or let's say Microsoft, 'di ba? May mga ganyan
No,
yan.
sir. CompTIA, sir. CompTIA training. I believe he also have a certified ethical hacking certification and a lot more, sir. When it was presented to us, sir.
All right. So itong mga trainers nito ay certified trainers na pwedeng mag-train sa iyo at magiging certified ka rin.
Yes, sir. Initial na akong certificate, sir.
Lastly, Mr. Presiding Officer, after training, nakakuha ka ba ng certification na katulad sa kanila?
No, sir. But that certification that I was trained by them, sir.
Pero ikaw mismo, are you certified
I have-
to do forensic examinations for your purpose and responsibility?
I have a certification, sir. I am a certified computer hacking forensic investigator, sir.
Itong forensic analysis, meron kang for this purpose, itong pinag-uusapan natin.
The authentication, sir, part or as a whole, sir.
As a whole.
I have a certification in computer hacking, sir, specific. But I have trainings in relation to the...
Iba yung hacking eh. Yung pinag-uusapan natin, forensic examination ng video, forensic examination ng mga ganitong bagay. Meron kang certification doon?
I have certificate, sir.
Alright. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Senator Judge Erwin Tulfo, thereafter Senator Judge Marcos. You may proceed, sir. You have 2 minutes.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair, Mr. Presiding Officer. Ang katanungan ko po ay para sa ating testigo. Batid ko po na sa ilalim ng Republic Act 10867, sa ilalim po ng Section 4, ang kapangyarihan po ng inyong ahensya na mag-imbestiga kapag ng mga krimen, partikular na tulad ng mga banta sa buhay ng Pangulo, ikalawang Pangulo, Senate President, Speaker of the House, Chief Justice. Tama po yun.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kahit na lalo pat pag ito ay may kaugnayan sa national security. Tama po?
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero ang tanong ko po, ang pagsasampa po ba ng kaso, nasa mandato rin po ba ng NBI na magsampa ng kaso doon sa mga tao na nagbanta sa buhay ng Pangulo, ikalawang Pangulo, Senate President, Speaker of the House, Chief Justice? Is it automatic or kailangan mag-request sila sa inyo? Matic ba yung pagsasampa ng kaso doon sa nagbanta? In this case, is it automatic or wala lang, kasama sa mandato niyo to file charges dahil binantaan mo Pangulo o si Vice Presidente kung sino mang yang 4 na matataas na opisyal natin or 5 matataas na opisyal natin?
Ang basis namin doon, Your Honor, is yung primary objective namin to investigate cases to the threat to the President, Vice President, Senate President, Supreme Court. And if we found that the evidence is enough that there is a crime committed, we will file a case because that's the output of our investigation, sir.
Kahit po ba na hindi yung biktima, in this case, yung Pangulo, biktima ng threat, kahit na hindi siya nagreklamo, automatic po yun, kahit na hindi siya nagreklamo sa inyo?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Hindi nyo na siya kailangan tanungin pa na, Sir, gusto nyo po bang kasuhan namin ito? Wala nang gano'n. You will never ask. Sabihin natin, hindi lang Pangulo, Vice Presidente, nangyari din sa Vice Presidente o sa Speaker of the House, sa Senate President o sa Chief Justice. Hindi nyo naman lang siya afford to ask him like, Sir, will you go to the process? Kasi magpa-file ka po ng mga affidavit. This is a long process, etc. Kahit na Pangulo ka po, may pipirmahan ka mga affidavit. Is it automatic, Mr. Witness?
We submitted it, sir, even without a complaint in the preliminary investigation, sir.
No further questions, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Judge Erwin Tulfo. Senator Judge Marcos is recognized. You may proceed, ma'am, and you have 2 minutes.
Yes, maraming salamat. Mahal na namumuna. Hihingi lang po ako ng dokumento para mas madali nating sundan ang mga pangyayari. Nalilito lahat pagkat wala po kaming papel. At ang nabigay sa amin, eto, Annex FFFGGG. Nalilito po kami kung alin dito yung mga papel. Kung maaari kaming bigyan, unang-una, yung unang tinutukoy, the first affidavit of investigation dated January 30 alleging grave threats inciting to sedition ng NBI. Ikalawa, yung napasok na yata sa record, pero nais rin namin bilang Senator Judge na magkaroon ng kopya ng DOJ certification signed by Prosecutor Bandung February 5 na nagbigay ng 7 grounds na insufficient for preliminary investigation. Ikatlo, yung naibigay na. Ito klaro to, naibigay po ni Mavic at ng iba pang staff natin. Yung February 10, yung ikalawang amended na ibinigay na revised affidavit of authentication, February 11. Ngunit sabi ni Testigo Kalilong na merong kasama ito na wala rito sa record natin at sana maibigay si Senator Judge. Ito yung sulat kasama nung second revised affidavit of authentication. Ito naman yung sinasabing sulat ni Santiago K. Fadulyon ng DOJ na nagsasaad na hindi kailangan na may private complainant yung sina Presidente, ang First Lady at saka yung dating Speaker dahil base sa kaso ng Santos Concho versus DOJ na 2008, hindi daw kailangan yung private complainant. May we also have a copy of the same. Finally, may we urge that a copy also be given of February 14 certification of DOJ asserting that the revised affidavit of investigation was finally sufficient. Nais lang namin na makita yon at alamin yung investigation data, huling-huli, nung March 7, almost a month after the submission of the affidavit of authentication, kasi halos isang buwan bago utusan na magkaroon ng investigation data form. Sana may kopya rin tayo noon.
To respond to Senator Judge Marcos, what the court has copies of are the pre-marked documents that the parties pre-marked during pre-trial, but not documents that have not yet been pre-marked. Most of the documents you mentioned that was discussed by counsel for respondent has not yet been pre-marked. They only used it to confront via cross-examination the witness of the prosecution. But the ones we have, we will furnish you with a reminder, of course, Senator Judge Marcos, that these documents have not yet been formally offered by either party. And we still have to await formal offer before the court rules on the admissibility, if at all, of these documents. But we will endeavor to furnish the good Senator Judge with whatever the clerk has.
Yes,
Your Honor, if I may.
if we could be provided with